So you want to make a graph in Kurve. Create a graph by selecting the plus on the left. The stepper along the top will help keep track of the step you're on when creating a graph. Select Graph. You can create a graph from an existing Kurve report or a TRIRIGA query. Now select your data source. You can search for your TRIRIGA query by using title, name, module, BO, or tag. Select the query. You can choose to create query filters or skip it. Query filters allow you to pre-filter the data before loading your graph and can be added to any field on the primary BO. Click the plus button to add a new filter. Select the field you'd like to filter on. Now select the filter type. The filter type options will change if it's a text, date, or number column. Let's add another filter and make this one required. This means before we can load the graph, we must input a value. You can add up to 12 filters for each graph. Let's click Continue to move on to the next step. Title your graph. Choose the type of graph you want to portray your data. You have a few options. Make your selection and click Create Graph. Before creating my graph, let's input some filter values. Remember, if you've set a filter as required, you must input a value before you can edit or load the graph. This is where the fun happens. Your graph name and type will be pre-populated with your earlier selections. Let's select country as the dimension and original budget as our measure. Color by a third column to add another dimension to your graph. Now we can see how much we're spending on capital projects in each country by project phase. Let's customize more. Within the Advanced Settings tab, we can add stack labels, adjust our legend settings, and more. Let's show stack labels, graph total, and format the label. Awesome! Continue customizing your graph. I'm happy with my graph, so I save my changes to publish my work. Don't forget, you'll be prompted to enter query filter values every time you load the graph. And that's how you make a Kurve graph from a query.